Nice slap across the face I took from that mastodon with the sign. I better watch out if I plan on climbing up there again. Since I don't feel like having another homeless individual slap me upside the head again, I shall try the diplomatic approach. Hey, you, lummox, come out if you feel like it.
Lay off the insults, pal. I haven't dissed anyone here.
Haven't dissed anyone? You slapped me across the face harder than Bud Spencer.
And I shall repeat that gift for you, pal, if ever you try to prance into my office again without an appointment. By the way, do me a favor and call me by my nom de plume, Mr. Tom Finnegan, scriptwriter.
Scriptwriter? Have you written the script of any real movies?
Too many, pal. So many I don't have any ideas left in my head.
You're out of ideas? Hey, I have tons of them.
Oh, no. Here we go. Why is it everyone thinks we scriptwriters will be interested in other people's ideas?
'Cause you don't have any of your own?
Pal, your reasoning is flawless. Let your imagination flow, pal.
A dorky guy's driving along and hits a girl being chased by the Sandretti Mafia clan.
I don't know. That could be golden chicken material. Pal, please be so kind. Come into my office. A nerdy guy is driving along and hits a girl. A beautiful one, of course. I see it. I'm starting to imagine the scene.
Step, step, step. Help! The Sandretti Mafia clan is chasing me.
Step, 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 step. Hey, damn, she's getting away.
Ah!
What a pretty girl. I'll take her to the hospital. We'd have to change the name of the Mafia clan. I don't want those Sandretti brothers coming over to mess up my office, my wardrobe, or my smooth skin. One thing's clear. We've got a blockbuster on our hands. I just need to know how it ends. Anyway, why were you paying me this visit, pal?
I think I know how to continue the plot of the nerdy guy.
Let your imagination flow, pal.
The girl and the geek escape from the Mafia and they meet 3 drag queens who are lost in the desert.
That's been done a million times, but it might work. I see it. I'm starting to imagine the scene.
3 damsels?
Ooh, what a stud.
Hop in our bus, big boy. Step, step, step.
Come here, there's a great view.
Yes, this is a great view.
There could be a big audience for that. Then what?
The Sandrettis find them again. They run away and reach a village in the old Far West, inhabited by hippies, hackers, and
A Mexican fortune teller. I see it. I'm starting to imagine the scene.
Gee, what a swell town. I'll remember it as long as I live.
Wee wee woo. He's gonna see that crazy Indian fortune teller. Come, I'll show you the real chicken ritual.
That's all I need. With this material, I've got enough to write a masterpiece. It'll take me 3 or 4 months to finish up the plot, a few more to polish it, and 6 weeks to iron out the dialogue. Thanks for your help, pal. The golden chicken awaits us.
is that furniture from IKEA?
Some of it might be, but I prefer the second-hand market. Recycling and pinching my nose are my best personal shopping consultants.
What do you know about the building across the way there?
Ha! It's filled with as many different variants of the stuck-up and upwardly mobile as you can think of. On the first floor are Daddy's girls and a television talk show host. And on the second are some immature athletes and a snooty broker. And so on until reaching the penthouse, where a psychiatrist lives who thinks he's Willem Dafoe.
What's in those jars out there?
One of them just appeared in my mailbox one day with some medical supplies.
Thanks for all your help.
Thank you for visiting, pal.
Let's see if it works. Holy pterodactyl! What a humongous bird! Judging by its amazing height and the electrical storm brewing, I wouldn't be surprised if it were struck by lightning at any moment. Judging by the height I'm at and the electrical storm brewing, I wouldn't be surprised if a dish of spaghetti fell from the sky at any moment. With meatballs! It's a guillotine window that opens upwards. Looks like nobody's there. No lights on. All right. It's similar to the one stevedores used to lift stuff. Nice building. All that's left is an empty shell. That's kind of an awkward place to put a hammer. I can hardly see it. It's not the latest model, but I'm sure it could be used for something. Rubble! Could perfection be any more beautiful than in a striking piece of rubble? Perhaps in a white twisty tie or, well, Gina. I've decided to take this one because the placement of the two bits of metal creates such a sublime equilibrium that the majesty of the chunk at the base is emphasized to utter perfection. Though in all truthfulness, the rest of it fully merits its description using the poetic term rubble as well. Do I have so little faith in my own strength that I don't think I can pry it off with my bare hands? Presto. Let's see how this works. Yes! I don't know if I'll be able to use it for anything, but at least I figured out why the sheet of iron was there. It was covering a ditch. I can't see very far down, but... Look! A briefcase! Wow! A blowtorch! That could come in handy. No, the coast is not clear. Let's think about this for a second. Its left leg is loose at the top. If I unweld it at the bottom, and I get it to fall towards Bennett's building, I'll have a slide. Okay, let's do this. Darn, it's short by a couple of feet. I'll lower the elevator just in case. I'll run to get enough momentum to go those last few feet. Good plan. It'll be the riskiest thing I've ever done, but something tells me I'm not gonna bite the dust tonight. I'm ready. As ready as I'll ever be. Whoa! No, 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 no! Gina! Don't worry. I got a blowtorch. I'll burn the ropes and...
Ah!
What's wrong?
This is for burning me.
Ow! But...
This one's for all you put me through. And this one? Come here.
How's the report coming along, Judge?
I need more time, if you want them to believe it.
Think about your daughter. Write faster. Wasabi, the girl.
Oh, you've disappointed me, my darling. Not so good with ropes, huh? False alarm, everything's cool.
I just arranged to meet with the buyer of the tram tonight. Move it.
Right away, feel me.
Gotta find out what's going on. This is some major news. I gotta tell Brian. I hope he didn't get hurt. He's probably fine, but how can I really know for sure? I've got to figure out a way to talk to Brian, no matter what. Brian? You there? Nothing. He's so far down he can't hear me. But if I scream louder, Tarantula is sure to hear me again. Could Brian have dropped it? But what would he be doing with a funnel? It finally cooled off. Smells nice. Clean, unironed clothes. I'll take 2. They're empty, but they may be useful for something. Who knows? You gotta admit, it's much more reliable than handcuffs. There's something to that idea, but it needs a bit more planning first. Yeah, I guess it should pierce through the plastic without a hitch. Ready. Not that I listened much in school, but a while back, Brian told me about this dumb thing I keep remembering ever since. It was some sort of contraption you made by connecting 2 yogurt containers with a wire. Something like this, though I haven't attached one of the juice containers yet, because I don't know how long I need the string to be. That's it? You're really inspired today, girl.
I finally got my memory back. Thanks to you, Gina.
Good, because I have something to tell you. Listen up. This is important. I followed Wasabi because Tarantula was telling him something about the Trantonite. And
The sale will take place here tonight. The Italians are sending their man. Name is Furio, with the 10 million bucks at 3 in the morning.
So that's what this is all about? All the deaths? Just for money?
For a lot of money. And let's not forget the pleasure of killing. Pay attention, Wasabi. We gotta be ready for another visit.
What visit's that?
Basco's coming here tonight.
The dead bloke?
He's alive. He's
Oh.
incredibly tenacious. Half-vet still at stand guard.
A mafia hotshot named Furio. Thanks, Gina. You just gave me a brilliant idea. Thanks, Gina. You may not understand how, but you just gave me an amazing plan.
I don't, huh? So why do you think I told you about it?
Okay. Calm down. I'll take it from here. Tarantula is waiting for an Italian mafia kingpin to bring $10 million at 3 in the morning. If I hand over that same amount before the mafia kingpin gets here, while I'm dressed up as a mafia kingpin, I could set some sort of trap. But it can't be me who goes in. They're obviously expecting me. So here's the plan. 1. Find a volunteer to pretend he's the mafia kingpin. 2. Disguise him well enough so they fall for it. 3. Get $10 million. 4. Give my volunteer some sort of trap to take out Tarantula when he enters the penthouse. And all of that before 3 in the morning? Thank you very much. Doesn't seem too difficult. Great view from up there. You get a full panorama to a distance of at least 10 feet. Hey, it's not a rag. It's a scarf with strange markings. Call the police. Yeah, sure. Just what I need to do right now. Wait, those doors can't be opened from the outside, and I may need to come back in later on. It's decided. I won't leave here until I can set up a system allowing me to open the doors from the outside. I've got it! The scarf is so thin that I can slip it under the door, and if I tie one end to the bar that opens the door, I can just tug on the other end from the outside and presto! It's open sesame time. Perfect! I'm sure that'll work. That's the dining area in a restaurant. Looks empty. Oh wait, there's a guy asleep at one of the tables, I think. Well, actually it's not a window. It's just a thick glass panel that doesn't open or close. No, I see a bit of light and would rather avoid the risk. It's open just a crack. I can't risk being recognized. I shouldn't, but it is a restaurant, and I am kinda hungry.
Hold your horse feathers. Somebody's knocking at the door.
But
No one. People are so rude these days. My deepest thanks for allowing me to enter your humble abode. Encyclopedias, life insurance. Do you believe in life everlasting? Is your furniture from IKEA? By the way, allow me to introduce myself. Jonah Johnson, unemployed actor and acting waiter. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Brian Basco.
My mistake. No pleasure at all. How can I help you, my friend?
The way you talk reminds me of someone.
It's my job. Comes with the territory. Since Script Planet is a movie-themed restaurant, we waiters are all undiscovered actors who wait on tables while imitating known actors. This week I've been assigned a role as a Marxist actor of the Grouchian subset. It's much easier than being myself, especially with all the available documentation.
Are you sure you're a good actor? Prove it.
I don't like that idea. There are probably better ways to waste my time.
Come on, just try.
I don't think that will come in handy. Hey, that might just work.
Hey, you're imitating me.
Great idea.
Great work.
Presto. I'll try again.
Hey, no need to continue. I'm convinced. You can stop imitating me now.
No reason to do that for the time being.
Okay, stop pretending to be me.
I wonder how that could be useful to me.
Because I just learned how to slam a good punch and my hands are feeling a bit itchy.
Sir, you've convinced me. Nothing like a sock and a kisser to promote dialogue.
Are you alone?
Are you coming on to me, sir? A little respect. I'm a youth. I'm a little lost lamb. And if you're on the lamb, you ought to leave me alone. Get out of here. The restaurant's closed, and I'm by myself. I have to wait for the drunkard at table 23 to wake up before I can go home.
Who's the drunk guy at table 23?
One of our illustrious customers, a bigwig from the movie industry. He's gonna give me a nice role. That's why I've been buttering him up.
You look pretty healthy considering the life you live.
A veritable disaster. I'm in such good shape that I spend entire days at the hospital. The doctors think it may be some strange disease.
I'm gonna go keep begging and stuff.
Okay, me neither. I'm gonna marry your daughter. What? You don't have a daughter? Doesn't matter. Let's discuss the dowry anyway.
How do you think you'd do at playing an Italian mafia thug?
Oh, mamma mia, your papa is dead, and your grandpapa is dead. Your great-grandpapa is dead. Your great-great-grandpapa dead. Your great-great-great-grandpapa, he too, dead. All dead.
Perfect. Now listen up. I need you to play a starring role as Furio, the Italian mafia kingpin, and hand $10 million over to Tarantula, a psychopathic, ruthless mercenary.
A piece of cake. But the script. I am a method actor, you know. Without the script, I have no confidence. And without the confidence, I cannot act. And if I cannot act, the mercenary, she cut my little jewels of the familia off of my little body. And with my little jewels of the familia cut off, oh, mamma mia.
Okay, I'll get you a script then. We got a deal?
Someday I'll ask you for a favore. In the meantime, yes, get me the script.
Well, it seems getting my hands on a script will be easy. Hey, Tom.
What do you need?
I found the perfect buyer for the script about the nerdy guy.
But we hardly even sketched it out.
Our buyer wants me to write a scene for him that he thought of.
Shoot. Here we go again. Back with the old creative producers. What does the scene involve?
Furio, an Italian mafia thug, goes into Tarantula's lair 'cause she has a precious stone called Trentonite. In exchange for the stone, Furio will give her $10 million.
And the dramatic tension? Where's the dramatic tension?
The appointment was at 3 in the morning, but Furio arrived way early because he's kind of a nervous type.
So Tarantula wasn't comfortable with the whole affair, and Furio had to convince her he wasn't an imposter.
That would work.
Okay. How many golden chickens do you see on my desk?
1.
Good eye, pal. When you see 2, I'll write the scene for that producer. In the meantime, I'll stick to polishing the plot. I've got to narrate.
What is this silliness about the golden chicken?
It is not silliness. It is theft. You've seen 5,000 Ways to Say I Love You, right?
Of course. It won a golden chicken. It's a classic. And what a script.
Thank you very much, pal. Yours truly here authored it.
Thanks for all your help.
Thank you for visiting, pal.
That's the dining area in a restaurant. There's a guy asleep at one of the tables, I think. Well, actually, it's not a window. It's just a thick glass panel that doesn't open or close. No, I see a bit of light and would rather avoid the risk. It's open just a crack. Going to... That's the dining... There's a guy asleep at one of the tables, I think. No, don't want to wake up the guy getting his Z's. The nasty stench wafting out of there is enough to spur the creation of a whole new race of mutant turtles. Hey, Tom.
What do you need?
Tell me about your scripts.
I have adapted a famous novel for a video game. It's called The Unbearable Lightness of Being the Shooter.
You wrote 5,000 Ways to Say I Love You, but they've made sequels and a series and... You should be filthy rich.
Yes, but someone stole my script and kept the chicken, the money, and the recognition.
Who stole your script for 5,000 Ways to Say I Love You?
I can't remember his name. A novice of a writer. A boozed-up clown who was always falling asleep after lunch, no matter what greasy spoon he was in.
Don't the homeowners in the building complain that you're here?
Why would they complain? The building's owned by Golden Chicken Incorporated. I've won 2 chickens, even though one was wickedly stolen from me. I haven't paid my respects to the management because the doorman has it in for me. But I'm certain they feel proud to be accompanied by such an illustrious fellow tenant.
Thanks for all your help.
Thank you for visiting, pal.
There's a guy asleep at one of the tables, I think. Come to think of it, I bet he's the guy who stole the golden chicken from Tom. Well, actually, it's not a window. It's just a thick glass panel that doesn't open or close. If the last thing I was told is true, it might be worth the risk. There's my chicken. Despite the scientific fact that I have no desire to destroy this masterpiece of rubble, it will come in handy if I absolutely must reduce the rubble's weight at some point. But for now, just leave it as it is. Utter perfection. It's shaped almost the same, and even though it weighs slightly more, it should do the trick. He almost woke up. The piece of rubble is nearly perfect for switching with the golden chicken. Too bad it doesn't weigh a tiny bit less. Although... This should be called 5,000 Ways to Drive Brian Crazy. But the payback is always worthwhile in the end.
What do you need?
I need to tell you that I see 2 golden chickens on your desk.
Yeah, I see 'em. I'm looking at 'em. All right, have a seat while I write the Furio and Tarantula scene for our buyer. Mister, you've got your script here.
Go, look, take, speak with, use with. The eternal questions, huh? Thanks, Tom. I'll make good use of it. Perfect. Thanks to this, Jonah will help me out for sure. And the best part is that my anti-tarantula plan is getting closer and closer to being complete.
Have I ever told you I love you? I haven't? Well, that's a weight off my shoulders.
I have a script. I'll give it to you in a while, and we'll rehearse, okay?
May I answer no? If so, I would prefer to say yes. Jonah Johnson, just here to help you.
How's the food at Script Planet? Okay?
Sir, you are talking about the best restaurant in New York City. If you find another that's more expensive, we'll charge you the difference.
Aren't you afraid to go out in such a dark alley?
Not at all, my boy. Though one time, a guy showed up, slashed me with a switchblade twice, and said, "My psychiatrist insists I have to share my pain with others. Thank you for your help."
Your breath smells.
My ex-wife used to tell me the same thing. I told her, "Hot cakes, believe me when I say I got drunk just for you. Only your beauty twofold could surpass the vision of your beauty onefold. You both look just lovely. In fact, I like the other you even more. Farewell."
I'm gonna go keep begging and stuff.
I'd say goodbye, but I've forgotten the word. See you around.
I don't like that idea.
Brian Basco. Why, that's the silliest name I've ever heard. It suits you to a T.
I have a script. I'll give it to you in a while, and we'll rehearse, okay?
May I answer no? If so, I would prefer to say yes. Jonah Johnson, just here to help you.
I'm gonna go keep begging and stuff.
Okay, me neither.
It includes the lines Jonah has to say to Tarantula in order to seem like he's the real Furio. Let's check out just how silly the idea of tying the scarf to the bar on the door was. Turns out my crazy idea works after all. Nothing of interest in the card on the left. But on the right, there's a suit. Pants, jacket, shirt, tie, but it's really wrinkled. It's clean, but it looks like someone took a siesta on top of it. The bottle Gina tossed down so we could communicate with each other is hanging there. Gina, everything okay?
Yes, Brian.
I saw an iron up there before, didn't I?
Yep.
Perfect. I'm going to tie a suit, shirt, and tie to the wire. You just pull it up, then lower it back down to me, all nice and ironed. Can you do that, honey? Hello? Gina? You there? Hey! No reason to be so rude. Hey, I didn't do such a bad job. And the best part is now I have most of the disguise ready, except for a few little details. Filth, trash, and garbage. And a half-empty can of paint. Okay, technically that's just garbage too. But it's so shiny and pretty. I don't like that idea. Silver Insta-Dry paint. Nice spray. No, Great idea. Done. I think it'll work great as part of the Mafia Kingpin costume. What kind of shady deal could go down without including a silver briefcase? At last! With this in the suit, the costume problem is finally solved. The only thing in here are stacks of leaflets. Not much of a loot. The Pink Iguana? Where have I heard of that place before? If you insist. Beggars can't be choosy. Hey, that might just work. If I place one bill on top of each stack of leaflets in exactly the right way, it could pass for $10 million. Well, that's one less thing on my anti-tarantula plan to-do list. That's it. I think it's becoming clearer and clearer to me just what the tarantula trap could consist of. But I've got to put on the old thinking cap again. Done. The nasty stench wafting out of there is enough to spur the creation of a whole new race of mutant turtles. Great idea. There's something down there. Looks like an anti-gas helmet. Headgear with more or less the same purpose as a gas mask, but in the form of a helmet. One is full of liquid, and the other's with some sort of olives that are extremely reminiscent of cockroaches. I'll open this one. Let the cucarachas rest in peace. Oh! Chloroform, or something worse. A half-second more and I'd be unconscious. Good plan. I'll spray the leaflets with the chloroform, and when Tarantula opens up the briefcase, she'll immediately faint.
Boys and girls, do not try this at home, especially on $10 million.
Cool. I realize now that I've got the costume, the 10 million bucks, and basically everything for the perfect trap. All I have to do is get the anti-gas helmet to Gina and dress up my volunteer. Here we go. The time has come to put my plan into action. You look awesome, Jonah. I'm sure they'll fall for it.
Sir, perfection is my only defect.
No, Jonah. Remember, you're supposed to be Furio.
Mamma mia! I almost put my foot in the mouth of myself!
Well, don't worry about it. Come on, Jonah. You can do this. No performance is beyond your acting skill.
I can do it. It is possible. Impossible. I cannot.
Why cannot you?
I am scared, like a little chicken.
Scared?
The stage fright. The most monstrous, hugest man I ever seen in front of the building door. Mekidiko, man. It is a bull. It is a gargantuan bull of a Spanish matador. I don't move up from here until the bull goes arrivederci. Capisce?
All right, yeah. Capito. Guess I have no other choice. Let's go check out the bull of the Spanish matador. Jonah's right. That ox is huge. But it doesn't matter. I have to get him to shoe, or my plan goes awry. No doubt Tarantula has posted him there to avoid unexpected visits. Let's hope it doesn't fall down. Pretty cool idea, huh? I don't think that's a good... Wait, I can provoke him into chasing me and get him away from the main entrance that way, but where do I run to? Beyond the shadow of a doubt, one of the most brilliant ideas I've come up with in years. Come on, let's get this over with. Hey, Fatso! You waiting for somebody? It's me, Brian. Brian Basco. The bull is beaten. Now I'll find Jonah.
You are sure? No more bull of the Spanish matador?
Of course not, Jonah.
Bene, it is arrived, the moment of my starring a role. I come to you, great seventh art. Furio is here!
I know exactly what you're thinking. That I'm gonna send the hack actor into the fire while I just kick back and relax, right? Well, you've got it wrong.
Signorina Tarantula, where is the miraculous stone?
You're early.
Oh, mamma mia. My mother, she made the fettuccine all'arrabbiata that is like for licking the fingers, and she said, Furio, my sweet boy, don't come home late from killing the people of the pasta. It becomes like the sole of a wet shoe. Ma, what a lousy screenwriter has written this crappy dialogue. You're right, I'm early, and so what?
The cash.
Signorina Tarantula, it is a pleasure to do the business with you. Right to the point.
Bad hair day. Miss Palmer, nice dress.
I owe you my life, and especially my daughter's. Consider yourself a free man, Mr. Basco. Tomorrow I'll make it official. Now, there's a lot of work to be done. The police are on their way.
Is anyone gonna come untie me?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Signorina Tarantula, it is always a pleasure to do the business with you. Always to the point. I'll give it a tran tonight to the Sandretti brothers pronto. Enjoy the $10 million.
Are you impressed? We robbed the Sandrettis for the second time.
It could become our specialty. Till they find out it's just volcanic rock.
One thing. How'd you get in here?
It was easy. I started a telepathic conversation with Alpha, who disintegrated my body and sent my particles to a parallel dimension where Bennett was living on the ground floor. Then he reintegrated them, returning me to our dimension and...
This is not the Colonnello night! Knock it down at the door! Ragazzi!
Run!
Time is running out, fading across the blur. There's no hope if we stay here. Right away we'll be from this minded world. We'll be there if we start. Time is running out, fading across the blur. There's no hope if we stay here. Run
When I saw how much you hurt me, I bought the devil his soul. When he saw how much I love you, the devil sold me his soul. Now my dear, I can't do nothing but hate, and all my hate is for you. I bought the devil his soul. It all Satan sold me his soul.
Ho un cadavere nel bagagliaio, guido contento perché la vita mi sorride. Vado a fare un laborino che mi ha chiesto il mio zio Carlo, e quando tornò...
Intolerable, unendurable, insufferable! This game is even worse than the previous one. It's got tons of pixel hunting and more bugs than that entomologist in Chapter 3. The plot's impossible to follow. The puzzles are all completely unbelievable. The dialogue couldn't be any duller. The drawings look like they were doodled by some cross-eyed artist, and the colors remind me of bubble gum. The characters have got too much texture. The visual effects look like kindergartners did them. The animations were just thrown together. And the music, it sounds like some synthesizer from the 80s. To sum it all up, I loved it. They don't have me locked up in a loony bin for nothing, right?